Here I am painting a simple portrait of Zuko from Avatar, and in the beginning here, low-key I'm mixing my paint colors on paper until I get the color that I want. I started off with a peach color, but it was too pink for my liking, so I balanced it out with a bit of yellow ochre, and I'm doing this all while my paper is wet. Once I'm satisfied with the color, I let that dry and then I go back in with a brush and I start working in the shadows. By the way, I'm using watercolors. Right now I'd say watercolors are my main medium, but it wasn't always that way. Actually, low-key, it's kind of recent in my art journey that watercolors became my main medium. Pretty much the past 2 to 3 years, I've really been painting a ton. I started off my art journey with pencils and color pencils, and then I picked up one of those big art sets with all sorts of different mediums in them, and of all of them, I had picked up watercolors. It's what appealed to me the most, and I started doing watercolors. Generally how it was I would go to school, doodle on my pencil on note cards. Then there was a point where I noticed that my teachers didn't care about me drawing in class, so I brought my whole color pencil set and colored in my drawings in class. Then when I went home, after finishing my homework, I'd pull out my watercolor paints and practice painting. And well, so in high school, I was practically always doing art. Then I went to college and I had a 2-in-1 laptop, so a touchscreen laptop that you could flip into tablet mode, and that made it easy to switch from taking notes in class and painting digitally. And so I started doing some digital stuff, or sometimes I would bring my colored pencils or my markers. If I had time at home, I'd paint, but painting was the thing that I did the least during that time, just because I needed to be home for it, and while I was out often, and if I was home, I was studying. I tried out different mediums and changed it up, so I didn't feel like I had a main medium that I worked with the most or was most confident in, since I was just dabbling in everything. But as time went on, I found myself feeling more and more comfortable in watercolors, especially after I graduated, and so now I can say it's my main medium and the thing I go to the most, and the medium that I feel the most comfortable with.